I want to talk a little bit about a guy called Gabe Hoffman. Ralph went on stream and he realized that he was being stream sniped. So he decided to start saying the N-word as hard and fast as humanly possible, which successfully managed to get the kick stream restreaming him deleted. So he did epically own the A-logs. However, he did not remember that Gabe Hoffman, a Jewish hedge fund manager and director, was watching his movements ready to strike. And so after he did the chain gun inward spam, Gabe Hoffman sent this clip to the different payment services that he uses, which I think was Czechia was one, as in like Check Yeah, and Ko-Fi. And they banned him because of his vulgar racist outbursts that Gabe Hoffman had alerted them to. And obviously I'm against deplatforming, even for retards like Ralph. However, he has no one but himself to blame, and let me explain. After hearing about this, I wondered why this Jewish hedge fund manager really hated Ralph. And he didn't seem to hate anybody else associated with Ralph, or like the Kiwi Farms, for instance. And I had falsely assumed that he was a member of the ADL, because I think there is a guy called Hoffman who is associated with the ADL. Correct me if I'm wrong. And when I realized that he didn't have anything to do with the ADL, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy's thing with Ralph? He seems like a normal person. Why is he involved in Ralph's shit? So I messaged him, and he explained. Surprisingly, he wrote in extreme detail about his history with Ralph, and I will relay this history to you because I've never heard this explained to me. So because I think it's like deep lore that not everybody will know about. Okay, so here's what happened. This guy is a director. He did a video expose about pedophiles in Hollywood, which ended the careers of a couple people that I can't remember. I don't want to name any names because of what I'm saying, but it ended the careers of the people that he did the expose on. And since he was into video exposés and stuff, he also had like an interest in QAnon, and he saw the HBO documentary about Q. Which, by the way, I'm featured in. There's one picture of me standing next to Frederick Brennan and Ron Watkins in a K-Flay hoodie in Manila, Philippines, and that was broadcasted. But because of this documentary, he started talking to Frederick Brennan about Q, and eventually he started talking to Frederick Brennan about Wikipedia. From what I remember, I could be wrong, but I think that Frederick Brennan literally wrote Ralph's Wikipedia article. I want to say that he not only wrote this, but he wrote it in front of me. Like I think this was done in Manila, and he was writing this article in front of me in his apartment at one point. But at some point when Frederick did like his heel turn, he decided that he wanted to get rid of Ralph's Wikipedia page. And since he was like an ingrained Wikicrat at that time, he was able to lobby for this page to be deleted successfully. Gabe Hoffman noted that Frederick had clout in Wikipedia, and since he was interested in exposés and stuff, he wanted to know how Wikipedia worked. And so Frederick and him discussed the ins and outs of being a Wikicrat, and as he was getting Ralph's article deleted at that time, when Ralph saw this and freaked out about it because he saw this as a huge insult that they considered him not notable enough for an article, he freaked out about it on Twitter, and Frederick, wanting to rub it in, tweeted at Gabe Hoffman in reply to Ralph's chimp out on Twitter, so that Gabe Hoffman may also see Ralph freak out about Wikipedia and laugh at him. For some reason, I mean, not for some reason, I know exactly why. Ralph responded to this by directly attacking Gabe Hoffman because in his audience, he has like these really low IQ, like neo-Nazis that are like inbred Klansmen. Like Randbot. Randbot's a great example of someone who's like 80 IQ and also a neo-Nazi that hates Jews, right? And he wants to make money from these people. So he sees Frederick Brennan tagging in this random Jew. And he's like, aha, you see this billionaire hedge fund manager Jew? He's bankrolling my opposition. I, the Ralpha male, am not only notable, I am so notable. There is a Jewish conspiracy to take me down, as indicated by Gabe Hoffman being tagged into this Twitter conversation. And Gabe thought this was funny and looked into Ralph. So he went to YouTube, he typed in Ethan Ralph, and since Ralph is banned off YouTube, who do you guys think he found talking about Ralph? And I want to see if chat can guess this, because I think that this is known to some people, but I don't know how known it is. Yes, the ADL has mentioned Ralph. The ADL wrote an article about neo-Nazis crowdfunding through super chats on YouTube, which is why Ralph got banned to begin with, because of the heel stream. No, not me. Kino Casino. Kino Casino has better advertising, I guess, better YouTube presence, and more content on Ralph. So when he went to YouTube and typed in Ethan Ralph, he found the Kino Casino with PPP. And he listened, and he thought, this is funny. And this fat retard is getting roasted, and he's white trash, and I find all this very entertaining. So he he endeavored to watch it live. And so he watched a couple episodes of the Kino Casino live and thought, these guys are really funny. I'm going to send in a super chat, which ended in PPP curiously wondering if the Gabe Hoffman who just sent him like $20 in super chat is the real Gabe Hoffman that they were just talking about because of the Ralph drama. It was him. He confirmed on Twitter that it was him that had sent in the money on Kino Casino, and Ralph took this as vindication. Not only is this Jewish billionaire hedge fund manager conspiring against him by tagging in Frederick Brennan, but he's also directly funding his opposition, the Kino Casino, through super chats, making the Kino Casino a Jewish conspiracy against Ethan Ralph personally, funded by Gabe Hoffman. So that's what he went out and said. After this point, from what I understand, things kind of died down. Gabe was still watching the Kino Casino or whatever, keeping tabs on Ralph, but there wasn't much active until October 7th, 2023, when Hamas attacked Israel. And what was Ralph's first reaction at hearing that Hamas had carried out a terrorist attack in Israel? He went on Twitter and said something to the effect of, I sure hope Gabe Hoffman family weren't slaughtered by Hamas in the terrorist attack. Haha. Well, as it turns out, Gabe did not like that very much. So after months, or I think even years even, of just not being very involved in the whole Ralph Amell drama, Ralph randomly decided to shit in this guy's cereal, and he didn't like it. So now he's very personally invested in destroying Ethan Ralph. And there's now a literal Jewish hedge fund billionaire trying to destroy him because he kept fucking with them. Let this be a lesson. Now, regardless on your political takes, that making enemies needlessly is a bad idea, and sometimes it's just it's better to let things ride, as it were.